wage. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? A living wage. When do we want it? Now.
There's definitely a hierarchy, and that hierarchy is expressed in position, in pay, in the way that the university recognizes people, in whether or not it will pay you to go to conferences, or rather how much.
You know, Fordham has an explicitly stated social justice mission, but they also hire a union busting law firm. So you can draw your own conclusions from that, you know? And it's within their rights to do that. But you can, you know, what do you, the viewer, what do you, the Fordham student, make of that?
What we're fighting for in Fordham is for Fordham to live up to its ideals.
At some point in 2017, I think in the spring, we went down to an office downtown to unionize, and the Fordham sent their lawyers downtown. And there was actually a Catholic priest there. My assumption was that the Catholic priest was going to testify that it was against his religion to allow us to unionize at Fordham University. So they were very, very intensely trying to stop us from having a union at the school, and they were pulling out all the stops, and they were going to use religion to stop us from collectively bargaining. So, you know, it was clear to me from the beginning that the administration was going to do everything they could to stop this from happening. So I was involved with that, and I was involved at that point. But we pushed back, and we protested, we held actions, and the school gave in, and we held a vote in late 2017, and we won the union by, I think it was a rate of about 17-1 in favor of unionizing. And so then we formed, you know, we bargained our first contract in 2018.
Fordham, it's 50% or more. You know, it's in that halfway range as adjuncts. And so that's kind of, it's not just Fordham, but every workplace has to kind of take steps to insist on, you know, if this is the way that it's going to be structured and the way that people are going to be hired, then they have to be paid better. Because as you probably know, all the prices are going up and people can't really afford to live in New York and teach here at the same time.
You know, there's all this advertising of cura personalis, the care for the whole person. And that's lovely. And the university, I was going to say, it is advertising. They sell that to the students as one of the outstanding characteristics of Fordham. And the students are right to be enthusiastic about that because it really is good. You know, the administration by and large takes students' concerns seriously. But what about us? A little cura personalis for me too?
These are the people giving you your education, and if you value your education, you should value like the conditions that they have to teach in, and there's no reason to not support them in like getting things like health benefits and a living wage. And I think just like being a part of the Fordham community means looking out for one another, and this is a part of that.
We're all in the same economy, and so we should be transparent about what it's like. So if you're thinking about going to grad school, do some research about how people fare at the end of that program, right? Because what happened to you really is the story.
What do we want? A living wage. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? A living wage. When do we want it?